Live from Busch Stadium in St. Louis, Missouri. Major League Baseball on tap. It's the Chicago Cubs taking on the St. Louis Cardinals. First pitch coming your way next. Just about ready to go. And our starting pitcher here today, Sonny Gray.
Well, he comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for him, it's always interesting to see how he utilizes those weapons. He may lean on 1 or 2 pitches depending on how things are going and how things are working, but if he can control 4 or even 5 of those offerings, look out, hitters. It's going to be a tough day. He's really going to be able to keep those guys off balance.
So up now for Chicago, Ian Happ. Now he breaks his bat, throws to first, and an easy out to start the game. Here's a look at the Cubs lineup. With an excellent arm on the mound, Singy, this won't be easy. They'll need to take advantage of the opportunities that they do have.
You're right about that, Boog. Odds are they won't have many chances against this guy, but if they can rattle him out of the gates, they'll have a shot. If not, look out. It might be a long day for this offense.
Kyle Tucker in the box now. No balls and a strike. Gray. He gets a lot of swing and miss, and he keeps the ball in the yard. Not to mention the fact, not too many hits either.
That's a ball.
Even some of the best guys in the sport are going to give up home runs from time to time, and he's an exception.
Yeah, and even with those home runs, if you're throwing strikes and keeping base runners off the paths, then those home runs are solo shots. But to this point, he hasn't had to worry about it.
Nope, he held back. You look at what the elite guys do. They strike hitters out, they limit walks, and they limit the ball going out of the park. And Kyle Tucker will take his base.
Well, that's a really good take right there, and that's just mentally prepared, knowing that if it's not on a tee, you're going to take that pitch because you still have one more strike to work with. Not easy to lay off, but he did an excellent job in that plate appearance.
Seiya Suzuki in the box now as he leaves that one up high.
Yeah, all you want is a guy like that. Take the ball every 5th day, go out there, hand it over to the bullpen, perhaps in the 7th inning or later.
Let's go, Sonny.
On the ground, 2 ball. Quickly to second for 1. Return throw to first. Got him. Double play. And that'll do it. Nothing doing for the offense that time. And now the Cardinals get their first shot at it here. No score. And we're back. And towing the slab, Shota Imanaga. What do you look for here?
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
Mason Wynn leading things off and takes a strike. And a foul ball. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Happ sizing this one up and puts the squeeze on that one. And there's one down. Now we take a check of the St. Louis Cardinals lineup. We could be in for a power showcase today with the wind blowing out. A lot of lift and separate, Chris.
Well, we know hitters are in this era definitely trying to hit the ball in the air regardless of the conditions, but I think even a little more so there's margin for error if you can get the ball up in the air. So, you'll see at times, I'm sure, with 2 strikes, what looks like a half swing that can get out of the ballpark with a hitter who's got decent pop.
One out, base is empty. And there's a ball. Not
2
close
balls,
with that
1 strike.
one. 2-1. And that is out of play.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. And here it comes. Pitch misses there, and a full count now. And there's ball 4.
Take your base.
Close pitch there, but you got to forget about that call if you're out on the mound. You can't let it affect you going forward. You've got to get out of the inning first, and then if you want to be frustrated, take it out in the dugout.
Here comes Wilson Contreras. Swings through that one for strike 1.
0-1.
Contreras, multi-time All-Star, 32 years old, and he was born in Venezuela. Man at first, one away. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. Ground ball right side, could be 2. Over to Swanson. He turns it, and that's 2. So the Cards are kept quiet through 1. On to the second from St. Louis on the show. No score. Top of the second, and now the first baseman, Michael Busch. Gray back to work, and that's way high. Ball 1. Swing and a ground ball, base hit right field. Slings to first, 1 up, 1 down. Dansby Swanson stands in. Fastball for a strike. No score here in the second. And the next pitch is way outside. And Chris behind the plate today, James Kingsley, known for being a little generous on the edges. And that one is in for a strike. Good pitch.
I mean, that's perfect location, right on the black. I mean, over and over again, this guy demonstrates the ability to hit those spots. They're so tough to do anything with as a hitter.
The shortstop takes the ball. Next offering upstairs. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. One down, base is empty. He goes down looking.
Clearly looking out over the plate on that outer third, and that pitch finished right down the middle, just a little bit in, and he couldn't pull the trigger.
That's towards center. Scott has a beat on it. Makes the play, and it's out number 3. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Bottom half of inning number 2. So now it's Nolan Arenado. And that one fouled off. Nolan Arenado at the plate. Arenado, guy who delivers big-time power at the dish and will probably go down as one of the greatest defensive third basemen of all time. Swing and a foul out of play. And speaking of that defense, it's hard to imagine that in high school Arenado shared the left side of the infield with another elite defender, Matt Chapman, at El Toro High School in California. That one
ball,
way
2
inside.
strikes.
Hit in the air left field. Happ makes the grab, one away.
Good pitch. He just kind of had him out in front on that pitch away and wasn't able to stay closed.
Now it's going to be Brendan Donovan. Outfield playing pretty shallow. Fought off foul.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
On the ground, Bush. And he takes it himself for the out. And up next for St. Louis, Lars Nootbaar. And there's a foul ball. In the air, right field. Tucker should have it. And that is that. We'll move to the third with no score. Well, here we go. Top of the third, scoreless game. So up now for Chicago, Pete Crow Armstrong. And that is downstairs. And that's ball 1. And that gets the top of the zone for a strike.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Top of the zone for a called strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
High fly ball out into left center field. Win makes the catch, and there's 1 gone.
Now, that's a tough play for the infielder, ranging back into the outfield. There's part of him that's saying, hey, where are you at, outfielder? Call me off. But he stayed focused and made a nice catch right there.
Gage Workman now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there. One down, base is empty. Way out front for strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 2 gone.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time, a little anxious.
And now it's Miguel Amaya. And first offering is fouled off. Two out, space is empty. And takes low for ball one. Swinging a foul straight back. Next one misses. Ball two.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
And down on strikes he goes, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Cubs are down quietly. Still no score. Back here in St. Louis, now it's the right fielder, Jordan Walker. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play.
You know, these Cardinals, as you probably noticed, haven't been shy at the plate at all. In fact, they've probably been too aggressive at times. I'm specifically talking about the first pitch. These guys are swinging more than 80% of the time, which is fine if you're scoring runs, but that hasn't been the case today.
Foul ball, it stays 0-2. Line drive. Crow Armstrong snags it, and there's one down. And now it's Ivan Herrera. Gets the outside corner with that one. Still tied at 0, last of the third. Swing and a ground ball, and it's through for a hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Really nice job of 2-strike hitting in that at bat. Turned on it nicely. Definitely a little out in front of the pitch, but he didn't hook around it too much and was able to keep it fair down the line.
So up next, Victor Scott. A bit behind with that swing. It's strike one. Next pitch is outside. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Waves at the bender for the strikeout.
Just a hammer 12-6 curveball right there, Boog. That was exactly what he wanted to do with it. Not a ton of pitchers can throw a true 12-6 break, but he does, and you can't throw it any better than he did right there.
Back to the top of the lineup, Mason Wynn. Next up for the Cardinals. Fly to left his first time. On the ground, out to short. On to Horner, third out. The Cards leave one, and we're still knotted at 0. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ian Happ up to hit. And that's outside. And it's 1-0. Cubs made Ian Happ a first-round pick in 2015. He played at the University of Cincinnati as an infielder. Played a little bit of outfield, but a guy in 2022. What a year, Chris. Both an all-star and a gold glover.
Yeah, and wins that gold glove as a left fielder, and it's a guy that was a pretty good center fielder as well. But you know, one of the things for him is just being able to be in the same spot every day. I think it increases the comfort level and allows that athletic ability to really shine.
The 1-2. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
Here's Kyle Tucker. Walked his first time. And that one missing low. Tucker, an all-star a season ago, 28 years old. And they went out and made a trade for him last season. The Cubbies yet to pick up a hit here. And now 2-0. Right through there for a strike.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Just missed.
Here's an opportunity to do some damage and perhaps unlock this offense. 3-1 count. Be ready to turn on a fastball.
Right side, hard hit. Over to first.
He's out.
And Tucker is retired. Seiya Suzuki, the next Cub to hit.
Come on, Sonny.
First pitch doesn't find the zone. Late on that fastball.
I think he was sitting
1
off
ball,
speed
1
there.
strike.
That one down the line and foul ball. 2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. And a ball evens the count.
Reinfield.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Nothing happening there for the Cubs. And we are still scoreless. Bottom of the inning. Here's the Cardinal DH, Alec Burleson. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Dominant performance for him today, Boog. Just 2 hits allowed so far. No runs across either. And he's had an answer for just about every hitter he's faced. So I don't think this hit is going to knock him off his stride too much.
Here's Contreras now. He's 0 for 1. And it's fouled off.
Well, here's a good opportunity in this inning to get on the scoreboard after that leadoff hit, and hardly order coming up right behind them. This is where they need to get going.
Now the 0-1.
Ball, that's out.
And a swing and a miss.
Really going after him here. All fastballs to get ahead in the count.
One-two to Contreras. And that just misses.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Oh, nothing too fancy on the strikeout pitch right there. Just a low 90s fastball, and I'm not sure he was trying to challenge him, but that's pretty much what happened. Very hittable location, but he found a way to just get it by him.
Here's Nolan Arenado. There's a strike.
Oh, he's looking great so far. It helps when over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
That one clips the outside corner. That's strike two.
Don't play situation here. He's been working up in the zone. Typically, you look for guys to get that ground ball. See if he adjusts on this next pitch.
Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. He circles the bases and they throw a pair on the board. It's 2-0.
No, Boog, clearly some frustration out there on the mound right now. I mean, that ball was so close to going foul. Would have been a long strike, but instead, batter gets rewarded. Did a nice job of getting to the pitch and hitting it hard enough to get over the fence.
Brendan Donovan next up for the Cardinals. Just missed. Still only one out here in the inning. And it's fouled away. That one finds the zone. Now he's in a 1-2 hole. Tapped softly on the ground. Corner. Tosses to first, and that is out number 2. So 2 down now, and here is Lars Nootbaar. Flied to right his first time. And that's way high. Ball 1. Base is empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Strike 1.
Looked pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top of the strike zone, middle away.
Right through there for a strike. Just off the outside edge. And the count is even, 2-2. And the sweeper misses. Fights it off. He'll see another. This one in the air, center field. Crow Armstrong should have it. And that'll do it. 2 runs for St. Louis on this blast. And it's 2-zip. Back here at Busch Stadium, ready now for the 5th inning. And here's the first baseman, Michael Busch. Swinging a foul straight back.
You know, these Cubs just aren't putting together very many good at-bats in this one. Just one base runner to this point, and it's not exactly early anymore. They have guys in this lineup capable of sparking something, but it just hasn't happened for them yet.
That misses. 2-1.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. Foul ball, and it remains a full count.
Well, he's having a tough time getting a pitch by him. As a hitter, you feel pretty confident that you're seeing different pitches still able to make some type of contact.
That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
That could jumpstart an offense that's really struggled to score in this one. Don't want to wake a team up with the free pass.
Swanson digs in. Struck out looking at his first at bat. And that's hammered into right field. That's a base hit. Runner stops at second, and the first two reach to start the inning.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Here's Nico Horner. Fly to center his first time. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Busch at second. Swanson on at first with nobody out. Tap foul at the plate. Foul ball, still 0-2. Swing and a ground ball, base hit right field. Behind his back to second. How about that double play?
He's so good at coming across the bag and snagging it with the bare hand to throw. I like the flair that he brings day in and day out.
Pete Crow Armstrong, the next Cub to hit. 0 for 1 so far. And the first pitch fastball is in for a strike. And delivers outside. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. In comes the runner from third. Now the tag at second, and he's out. Trying for two. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. 1 run, 2 hits, no errors, and no one left on. Last half of the 5th coming up. It's the Cardinals 2 and the Cubs 1. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now up for St. Louis, Jordan Walker. Shota back to work. Right through there for a strike. Close one, doesn't get the call, and it's 1-1.
Well, I think he's trying to get a feel for where that one missed. I mean, it could have gone either way, but he looked a little shocked for a second there.
That's to third. And the leadoff man set down in their half of the fifth. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Ivan Herrera, 1 for 1 with a single so far. That one misses, and that is ball 1. Base is empty, 1 away. Last half of inning number 5. On the ground to third. Workman zips it to first, and a couple of quick outs. Victor Scott getting ready to hit. Went down on strikes his first time through. Strike 1.
Well, on the mound, very efficient, able to produce an outcome, it seems like, within the third or fourth pitch of just about every at bat.
Two down, nobody on. And he lays down a bunt. Can't pick it up with the bare hand. Safe at first, no play. We'll see how they score this.
It doesn't surprise anyone when he gets on base by dropping down a bunt. I mean, this is just the latest example of him using his speed to his advantage and showing off his skills with the bat. That was very nice.
So the batting order turns over, and the batter will be the shortstop, Mason Wynn.
1-0.
And the first offering is not close. On the corner for a strike. Runner on the move. There's a ball. And safe.
1 strike.
It's a stolen base. Chris, his wheels were the difference maker on that play. Just got in there.
Yeah, with StatCast's help, we see his top speed on this stolen base, and that's a big number. I mean, man, he really made his athleticism work for him on that one.
That's ball 3.
Alec Burleson up next for the Cardinals. Scott at second with 2 down. Fastball in for a strike. Counts full, 3-2. Stays alive. Battling here as he fouls it away.
Pretty impressive. We haven't seen that pitch from him much, but he's got a really good feel when he throws it.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Man at second. On the ground to the left. Swanson handles, throws to first. That's the third out. So 1 left for the Cardinals as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. And we're back. Top of the 6th inning. Here's the third baseman, Gage Workman. Rolled softly, but that goes foul. just missed. Swing and a miss.
Just an outstanding job of spinning the baseball, moving it around, doing what he does.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Well, that was perfect execution of that curveball. Down and in, he gets it out of the danger zone, and you really can't do it much better than that. It's in the zone the entire way, so you have to swing as a hitter, but then it just falls off the table and almost hits you in the back foot.
Miguel Amaya, the next Cub to hit. Caught looking his first time up. That's in there. 0-1. Right through there for a strike.
No ball, 2 strikes.
The Cards leading by a run, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Pretty much textbook pitching for the 3-pitch K right there. Jumped ahead 0-2 on 2 pitches he didn't want to go after at the plate. Then, knowing he's going to be a little more aggressive trying to protect, he expands just out of the zone where he couldn't do anything with it. He gets the strikeout and keeps the pitches thrown to a minimum. Very nice.
Back to the leadoff spot in the Cubs lineup. Now, Ian Happ. The other way, that's a hit. And that extends the inning. So here's Kyle Tucker now. He's 0 for 1. That one's upstairs, ball 1.
Well, with the tying run at first base, he's looking for something he can get a lot of barrel on, drive it into a gap, and score that run from first base.
The 1-0. Fastball for a strike.
Good pitch to hit on a tee up in the zone. I think he was looking for something else right there.
Sonny Gray checks on the runner, and he's back in safely. Next offering is fouled back. Got him. Strikeout number 8. Cubs leave 1, and our score remains 2-1. Bottom of the 6th. So now here's the Cardinals designated hitter, Alec Burleson. And that
Ball
misses. Ball 1. Movement in the Cubs bullpen. Ryan Brazier up and throwing for manager Craig Counsell. Thielbar, a left-hander, also throwing.
Let's win, Cardinals!
Out to short. Gets it to first. And a quick out, number 1. And up to hit is Wilson Contreras. 0 for 2 in this one. And first offering is fouled off. Inside corner for a strike. Swing and a ball popped in the air. Out to shallow center. Hauls it in, 2 away. Here's Nolan Arenado. He's already homered in this game. First pitch misses. Two down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the sixth. And that's in there for a strike, and now it's even. That one fouled off. Two outs. That misses the zone. Now 2-2.
Really good take, especially with two strikes.
That one missed. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Two down, nobody on. Hard hit left side. Swanson fires over to first. And they get Arenado for the out. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. So they go quietly there. We're through 6 full. It's the Cardinals 2 and the Cubs 1. New inning getting started. Digging in, Seiya Suzuki. And that's in for a strike. 0-1. Looking to get the tying run on base. In the air, right side. Walker puts it away for the out. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Michael Busch. And a foul ball. Holding on to a 1-run lead here in the top half of inning number 7. Fly ball pretty well struck right field. Walker going back. Pulls it in on the warning track. And now it's Dansby Swanson. 1 for 2. And that's a base hit. And that puts the tying run on base.
Everything came together for him. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Sonny Gray will depart, and he leaves in a 1-run game. New pitcher coming on. We'll be back in a minute. The left-hander on now, Matthew Liberatore.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect the tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Nico Horner will come up to hit. Now snap throw to first. Swanson back on a dive. Liberatore, 25 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2018. Pitch misses there. 1-0.
Typically, the outfield defense will play a little bit deeper just to keep the ball in front, make sure that runner on first doesn't come all the way around to score and tie this ball game up.
Swanson off of first with 2 away. And that is out of play.
Some real good life going through the zone on that one.
Runner
Runner on the go. Pitching for a strike. And that's a stolen base. Not even close.
Here's what I think the manager's thinking right now. Today, we're not driving the ball. It's hard to get extra base hits. We've got to make something happen to get a runner in a scoring position. That stolen base, excellent call. Now, all it takes is perhaps a single to put a run on the board.
So the tying run at second. Line drive, base hit. Swanson rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score easily. It's an RBI single, and this game is tied in the seventh.
Well, that was a great job of letting that runner steal second base, get in the scoring position, come through with the base knock. You add a run.
Go ahead run on base. Here's the center fielder, Pete Crow Armstrong. Corner back in on a dive. And a foul ball. Two gone. The possible go-ahead run at first. Pitch misses, and the count even 1-1.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
Just a weak fly ball this time, and that's a foul ball. That misses, and it's 2-2. Got him looking for the strikeout. That was pretty nasty, but they're able to even it up here in the late innings. Seventh inning stretch time. We are tied 2-2. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the seventh. Tyson Miller. Now at the plate, Brendan Donovan has grounded out a couple of times. Gets the call. Strike one.
You know, these Cards just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
Next offering is in for a strike.
And on the mound, you know confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses. He's had them eaten out of the palm of his hand pretty much all game.
That one just misses, and the count 1-2. Hit on the ground to the right side, and that's just foul. That missed by a lot. And now 2 balls and 2 strikes. And that skips in the dirt. Lifted in the air down the left side. Happ moving under it. Squeezes it. And there's one away. Here's the left fielder, Lars Nootbaar. Way high with that one. And it's 1-0. And
That's a
another
ball.
ball. There's a strike, and it's 2-1. Next offering is fouled back. Fly ball to right. Tucker should have it. Makes the catch. Out number 2.
Maybe caught that one off the end just a little bit. Couldn't quite barrel it up enough to really drive it.
Jordan Walker next up for the Cardinals. First offering, and it just misses. That one is upstairs. Two outs. That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. There's the strike. Got him looking. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Nothing doing there for St. Louis. Score remains deadlocked at 2-2. Back now as it'll be a pinch hitter to lead off. John Birdie.
Well, with his speed, he could really make some things happen leading off.
Liberator back to work. Just missed.
Ball 1, no strike.
Pitch misses, and that's ball 2.
Home plate umpires trying to tighten things up a little bit.
Just off the inside edge. Action in the St. Louis bullpen. Ryan Helsley up and throwing. Fernandez also throwing. And there's the automatic.
Well, it looks like he's wanting to work the upper part of the strike zone. What does that mean? Top hand better be working for the hitters. Adjust that side a little bit. Give yourself a chance to hit.
Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. It's a leadoff walk, and that's the go-ahead run.
Oh, that's a really dangerous base runner to put on first, especially in a tie game. Now there might be some consequences coming from that mistake.
Now the Cubs catcher, Miguel Amaya. Drops a bunt down the first base side. The flip to the pitcher covering as the pitcher brings it in for the out, and the runner advances to second.
That's a good piece of hitting right there. The job was to move the runner up and give your team a chance to score the go-ahead run. That's exactly what happened, so you better believe your teammates are happy with you after that at bat.
And here is Ian Happ. That one's in there. That's strike 1.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
fouled off down the right side.
Well, he missed a hittable off-speed pitch right there. Not sure exactly with the timing. Sometimes you get a backup breaking ball. You're expecting it to make its move at the end. It never does, and you're tied up.
That's down and in.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
That one not close. And the count is 2-2.
Still just the second batter of the inning, and on the mound he's already thrown 13 pitches. They got him working hard out there.
That just misses. Full count 3-2.
That's a really good take.
Kyle Tucker in the on deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Gets a piece and stays alive. 1 out. The go-ahead run is at second. Swing and a ground ball, base hit right field. Throws to first in time.
That's an out. Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
Kyle Tucker, the next. He gets the intentional walk here, and now will force at any base with 2 gone.
Well, it doesn't get much easier with this next batter, but I totally understand going with the intentional walk in that spot. He's just too dangerous at the plate right now, and there's a base open, so it gives you options defensively to get an out.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Matthew Liberator done for the day, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this. New pitcher for the Cardinals, Ryan Fernandez. High leverage spot, and here is Seiya Suzuki. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. That's off the mark, and that's ball 1. With the go-ahead run standing at second, and we're in the top of the 8th. And another ball.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
This one in the dirt. No advance on the bases, but it's 3-0 now. And that'll load the bases.
That just came apart right there. 4-pitch walk, and guy at the plate was not going to help him out by swinging at something out of the zone.
So bases all loaded up, and now the first baseman, Michael Busch, and immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Two outs. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. Runner from third comes across. It's an RBI single. They lead it in the 8th.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. Fielder got a piece of it, but the way that thing came off the bat, no surprise at all. He couldn't pick it cleanly. Nope. It's a very difficult play, and that swing definitely was deserving of a hit.
So they're all loaded up. And that one fouled off.
A little early on that fastball. I'm sure the pitcher taking a note. Look for an off-speed pitch on this next one.
That's in there. And the count 1-2.
Just a really nice slider down and in there. He wants to get the hitter thinking fastball, speed him up, and just subtract some velocity and add a little movement.
Got him swinging. So they get one, but end up leaving the bases loaded. Last half of the 8th coming up. It's the Cubs 3 and the Cardinals 2. Staying in the game on defense, John Birdie. He'll play third after coming into the game as a pinch hitter. Here comes a new arm for the Cubs, Porter Hodge.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves, late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
And stepping in for the Cardinals, Ivan Herrera. Ball one, no strikes. And there's a ball. The Cubs bullpen with some action. Ryan Presley, the closer of the staff, is throwing. Next pitch is outside. So definitely a little wild right out of the gate.
Well, it can be a little tough coming from the bullpen mound to this mound, but you've got to find a way to get ahead in the count quickly. He hasn't. We'll see how this at bat turns out.
That one finds the zone, and now 3-1. And fouled off. He fouls it off. We'll do it again. On the ground, right side, but it kicks foul.
Pitcher having a pretty tough time getting that swing and miss. Third foul ball in a row.
Headed towards the corner, and that's a foul ball.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
And the tying run is on base.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the walk. Very gritty.
So now a pinch hitter, Michael Ciani.
Big at bat here, so looking for a better matchup with a left-handed bat.
And that's off the inside edge. Ball one.
If you're a base runner, you've got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get in the scoring position.
Next offering is in for a strike. Just off the inside edge.
You don't want to get beat by a fastball in, and he spits on that one.
2-1 pitch is in there, and the count is even.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out. Mason Wynn next up for the Cardinals. 0 for 3 in this one. That one's in there. Strike one. This to third, and it's just foul. That was close. With the tying run on at first, here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2.
One ball, two strikes.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball.
I love to see guys compete, and I know he's frustrated that he wasn't able to do anything with that pitch. You see it so well, but you have to respect the upper 90s velocity. Man, it is hard to catch up to.
Here comes the manager out of the Cubs dugout, and he will make a move to the pen. Porter Hodge departs. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound. So they turn to their closer, Ryan Presley. So digging in, Alec Burleson. And there's a strike.
Right now, they're looking for something hit hard into the gaps, give them an opportunity with 2 outs to score that run from first.
Swing and a miss. 0-2 now.
No balls, two strikes.
Herrera, the runner at first with 2 gone. And a foul ball, he stays alive.
Ball one. One ball, two strikes to count.
Just misses. It's 2-2.
Two balls, two strikes.
To third. Sends it across to first, and the inning is over. So the Cubs bullpen does its job nicely there. Through 8 full, it's the Cubs 3 and the Cardinals 2. So remaining in the game defensively, Michael Ciani. He'll be out in center now after pinch hitting. Well, 1-run game. So here's Horner now. That one misses. And that is ball 1. Inside, just missed. Swing and a hard hit grounder to third. And this one looks like trouble. Around first, heading for 2. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
Man, he just absolutely turned on that one, ripped it down the line. Nice job of staying in his mechanics.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. And now the center fielder, Pete Crow Armstrong.
Ball, that's down.
In the dirt. That clips the zone, and it's 1-1. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
He has a tendency to chase out of the zone, and that slider that's down, that's one of his money pitches to get that swing and miss.
Outside low, 2-2. 1-run game here in the top of the 9th. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. And it remains 2-2.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his bat down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at-bat alive.
Goes down looking.
Well, that's a pitch, that slider from an opposite-handed pitcher that you usually see very well, but for some reason he didn't pick it up, and it just kind of got into the strike zone late. Gave up on it a little bit early.
John Birdie at the plate. In the air, fairly deep to right field. Walker makes the play, and there are 2 outs. Miguel Amaya, the next Cub to hit. That's a strike across the top of the zone. Crowd locked in right now. 1-run game here in the 9th.
Ball.
The guy at the plate could recognize slider out of the hand. Didn't stay in the tunnel very long in terms of depth and perception. He knew right away it was an off-speed pitch.
That's inside.
That's inside.
And a count 2-1. Right side, Donovan. And the inning is over. So a missed opportunity after the leadoff double as they strand the runner. Hard of the order, 3-4-5 will get their shot in the bottom of the 9th. It's the Cubs 3 and the Cardinals 2. Back here in St. Louis, last chance for the home team. Wilson Contreras now up to the plate. There's a strike.
0-1.
One-run game, bottom 9. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. So the bullpen doing a nice job backing up the effort from their starter.
Yeah, we've seen some pretty excellent pitching out of this staff so far. I mean, they've come in ready to do their job and get outs. They've been pretty tough to get to in this one.
Here's Nolan Arenado. He's already homered here in this one. That one well upstairs. 1-0.
Nope, that's a ball.
Trying to close out a 1-run lead. And the home team trying to pull it out. Off the mark there. And now 3-0.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, he had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
That's a strike, and it's 3-1.
Now you get to this part of the order, yeah, there's some pop there, but more likely there's some base hits. So very important to be patient. Let the pitcher walk you if he will.
Ball 4, he walked in, and that keeps things going.
They're not ready to go home quite yet.
So a change being made at first base. And pinch running for St. Louis, Thomas Sajazi. Brendan Donovan next up for the Cardinals. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Presley picks over, and he's back in there. On the ground right side, and that one finds its way through. Throw into third, and the throw's offline, safe at third.
Well, a big swing of the bat right there. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock. And You'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole. Now that sets up a huge at-bat in this ball game.
Now the left fielder, Lars Nootbaar. Outfielders playing shallow. Corners are in, trying to cut down the runner at third. That one's in there, and that's strike one.
So they're applying pressure, quality at bats, quality swings right now, and see this offense doing it one man to the next, showing a lot of fight right now, and they're making it difficult for the back end of this bullpen to close out this game.
2 on, 1 out. On the ground to short, could be 2. Off balance feet, here's 1. The double play ends it right here.
Well, it's a tough loss with the tying run at third, trying to get it in. Could have perhaps tied up this ball game. Would have been pretty difficult to get that run all the way around from first base. But this comes down to being able to put the ball in play, hitting in situations. They just weren't able to do it in this one.
A 3-2 final score in this one. The Cubs go home a winner. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.